hang on. I'm just going to do a sales call. Yeah. I'm really confident. Yeah. Confident. You know that's not going to work, right? If you're trying to close a sale, if you're trying to sell to your kids, sell to your partners, sell your ideas, try to pitch in a room. We've got to come from a physiology of success, relevant to the challenge, and a psychology of success, believing we can, believing we will, believing we deserve.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday and we take questions and answers from the audience. Some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
So we have this thing called the 5 principles or 5 keys to success. And as Darko was talking, he shared a pile of stuff. And inside of that, there's actually a structure that a lot of people go through. Firstly, it was knowing what you want. Have you hit the point, or have you hit the point perhaps numerous times in your life where you know you want change? And this systems around systems is a wonderful thing because perhaps the heart wants something and perhaps the head wants something else. And maybe if we're really living in our head, we just do all this head stuff and we don't listen to our heart. Or maybe we don't listen to our money. You know, and maybe we have a system there of, financial wealth to help us move things. And then what about our health? Like health can be a system, money can be a system, heart can be an emotional system, or maybe a head system, maybe a greater system. And we've got to consider what we want in terms of those bigger things from multiple perspectives. Yeah. Perhaps you want to go towards fulfillment. Okay, that's it. Fulfillment is what I want. Fulfillment is what I want. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get fulfillment. You know, or if you're thinking about starting off and you're at a particular age, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Or if you want to take a life turn and do something else because it's rewarding and fun, you know, can your body do it? Can your mind do it? Can your health and your wallet and the house provide for it? We've got to look at that bigger overall picture and take the time to really figure out if we really do want it. Because if we want it, but part of us doesn't want it, or if we want it, but we don't have the health for it, we want it, but we don't have the money for it, we want it, but we don't have the balls to do it, or we don't have the characteristics or the skill sets, it would be probably good to figure that out at the start, wouldn't it? Take a bit of extra time at the start to figure it out. For those, even if you don't have NLP experience, I'm a big fan of doing things with multiple senses. So it's okay to maybe get a picture in your mind's eye of what you want, but some people want to write down a list of pros and cons, or some people like to write out different lists or mind map. Some people do the vision boards. Some people do little reminders for themselves. This is my little vision board. Some people get magazines and they cut pictures out. Help solidify in your mind and get strong congruence with what you really want to create. So if you're ever lacking inspiration and motivation, it's often that the desire isn't there, or it might be some confusion or obstacles. Having a good, clear vision makes it easier to overcome the obstacles. I found that in my first NLP course and some of my subsequent ones, they taught this traditional goal setting thing, like well-formed outcomes. And I think they're great. I also think they're largely from the sports field. Most NLP trainers I talk with and a lot of professional coaches as well that I talk with, a lot of them, rather than doing like traditional goal setting, they tend to do more of a direction or intention. And if there's a day where you're lacking inspiration, it might be okay because you've already got the SMART goal. You've already got the vision board up. And that kind of stuff might get you going again on those days when you're down. So that makes the second key even easier, which is simply taking action. Taking action.
Taking action.
You can think and plan all you want, and perhaps planning is an action, but we've got to actually start to take that action in the outside world. Get really clear what you want, get strong, build it stronger and stronger, and start taking action. So what happens after we start taking action though? I'd just like you to think if there is something you're trying to accomplish now. If you're trying to close a deal, close a client, get your next whatever. Think about whatever you're trying to achieve now in some area of life. Is there somewhere in there where you need more flexibility? And what is that thing you might want to write down? Where do you need more flexibility? Where do you need more flexibility with that challenge? I'm thinking of one challenge and I've got like 2 or 3 different areas I need to be more flexible. And the challenge I was having, I realized I got to be more patient. I got to be more flexible with my patience, with my feeling, not my thinking, my patience, more skilled with my feeling, and more flexible with my communication. So I need 3 different areas I need to get more flexible with to get the desired outcome. Good to be aware of that. Now, perhaps I could work with an NLP coach and do a bit of a self-concept and increase those things. I could find examples in my past where I have been more patient, magnify them through the timeline or self-concept, or perhaps change the submodalities of those things, or hypnotize myself to have more of those 3 things. Hypnotize myself to be more flexible with communication. Could change the submodalities. I could find past experiences where I have been. I could do rehearsals. Yeah. So there's a collection of different things I can do to increase the flexibility to achieve the outcomes I'm going for there. Hang on. I'm just going to do a sales call. Yeah. I'm really confident. Yeah. Confident. That's not going to work, right? If you're trying to close the sale, if you're trying to sell to your kids, sell to your partners, sell your ideas, try to pitch in a room, we've got to come from a physiology of success, relevant to the challenge, and a psychology of success, believing we can, believing we will, believing we deserve.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live, free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.